Phelps, Kowski. B-Cop says he located a green Kaiser Frazer from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there and see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain.
This guy's got a screw loose.
I swear the more bent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
Passionate, romantic type like you, Cole? I don't believe a word of it.
You'll find out quick, Cole. Everyone in this city has a vice, and they'll let themselves be led into ruin for it.
They're calling her the Dahlia now. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one.
What a case. You hear whether they're making any progress?
Though Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Poor thing. Terrible enough being murdered like that without having your death strewn all over the front pages.
And they're talking about the real-life murder of Elizabeth Short. Cole is right. It's bad enough being murdered that way and then put on display for everyone to see. Now, people don't care so much about Elizabeth Short as a poor woman who was killed, but the spectacle and mystery behind her murder and the murderer. We arrive at the house where the stolen car was last seen.
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get him. Remember, we need him healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Frazer from 6 West 2nd Street.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
All right.
Give it up,
Maybe I was a
LAPD.
couple miles over the speed limit.
Why did you run from us?
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with 2 tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive.
Interesting. Illegal purchase of a stolen car. Let's ask him more about this car that he bought.
You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
And he's looking us in the eye. He's standing up straight. Let's play good cop.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
If this is a forgery, it's top-notch. This will need to be traced.
At the bottom it says, printed for the Department of Motor Vehicles by Marquis Printing Company. Let's ask him why he ran from us.
You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
Okay, he's blinking a lot, and he can't stay in one place for too long. He's holding out on us. So let's play bad cop.
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
I didn't steal the car. I ran because I've got some wacky backy in the glove compartment.
How much, Cliff?
1 reefer.
We'll let it slide. You're in enough trouble.
Since everything is telling us that this was a legal purchase of a stolen vehicle, let's get some more details about where he purchased this car from.
Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
And he's back to standing up straight, looking Cole in the eye. Let's good cop him.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison. Until we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
Fag his possessions as evidence and have him arraigned for grand theft auto.
Right, Detective.
Do you know who my father is?
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
You know what? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
The paperwork all looked above board, and he seemed like a clean-cut kid.
Uh-huh. Well, I get it now. You see some kid who's basically you 5 years ago and assume he's got to be innocent.
I'm more than happy to be proved wrong.
Hey, if he'd been black or Hispanic, you'd be singing a different tune. You spout all this communist crap about treating everybody the same, but it only works one way.
I'm not sure that's communism, Stefan.
Oh, God, please. Not another history lesson from the man who single-handedly won the war.
Are you finished?
Yes, I feel much better now. We'll shake down the car dealer and take it from there. Unless his daddy plays golf with yours, of course. In which case, we'll give him a firm gentleman's handshake and be on our way.
See? I knew you weren't finished.
Well, I agree with both Stefan and Cole. It really shows how familiar Cole and Stefan have gotten. I wouldn't call them friends, but they're pretty good partners.
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
Detective Phelps, LAPD, are you the owner?
That's right. Richard Coombs at your service. You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr. Coombs.
I remember Harrison. It was a green two-tone Kaiser Frazer, if I remember rightly.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way. That's a joke too, son.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
While I'm not as annoyed as Stefan, but let's just head in and take a look at these documents.
Here it is. Got the original pink slip there, too.
Gene Archer, 146 North Fremont Avenue.
A again, the certificate of ownership was printed at the Marquis Printing Company, so this was a legit sale.
Harrison's purchase receipt was legit, at least. We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas, shoot.
Let's ask him about the details of his transaction with Gene Archer.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
He's being straight with us. We can tell by his constant gazing into Cole's eyes. Let's good cop him.
Nothing unusual about the car.
Not really my usual type of vehicle. The price was certainly right, though. Nice girl, but about as sharp as a bag of wet mice.
Did you pay with check or cash?
A check. She wanted it made out to cash, but I insisted. Man has to watch his cash flow.
What name?
I made it out to Gene Archer on the Bank of Arcadia.
As sharp as a bag of wet mice. Okay. That was actually a little bit funny. But let's ask him about what Gene Archer looked like.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. Little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
And again, he's telling us the truth. He's looking us in the eye. His posture is relaxed. Let's play good cop.
What was your impression of her?
Kind of harried and harassed. In a hurry to go somewhere, but no place to go. You get to know the type.
At the bottom of each of these documents, the Marquis Printing Company has come up. So let's ask him a little bit about the printing company.
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
And again, he's looking us in the eye. He's leaning forward, but his posture again is relaxed. And why does it feel like he's staring straight into the screen and like looking at me? Let's just play good cop. Yeah.
It says Marquis Printing. You've never heard of them?
Marquis. Sure. They do all the government red tape. You'll find the place down on Aliso Street near San Pedro.
So let's ask him a little bit more about when he paid Gene Archer.
When exactly did you hand over the check, Mr. Combs?
Close of play on Friday.
And now he's not being straight with us. His face is scrunched up. He crosses his arms like he's protecting himself. And he can't look Cole in the eye. And Stefan is going to be very pleased with this. We're gonna have to bad cop him.
Why didn't you pay her cash? You knew the car was dirty.
I had an inkling. When people are in a hurry for money, always pay by check, son. Gives you a couple days to back out.
Now, finally, let's ask him a little bit more about this transaction with Gene Archer, because it kind of felt like he wasn't telling us everything after we good copped him.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
And he's stuttering. He's hissing out breath. He's trying to appear confident, but he's tilting his head side to side. He's fidgeting his mouth, and it's on like this weird slant. So let's stop looking at him and play bad cop.
Did this look legitimate to you, Coombs?
I'm in used cars, son, not bearer bonds. In my business, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Now don't come on all high and mighty with me if you want my help.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Coombs. We need to continue the investigation.
Hope you sort out your problem with Mr. Harrison. Go easy on him, son. Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball. He's built too low. The fastballs fly over his head.
Let me shoot this guy, please. You have a pleasant day, Mr. Coombs.
Well, Harrison might be off the hook, but we can still run an APB on Gene Archer. Get on the horn and call it in.
So, did Mr. Coombs just admit that he overcharged Mr. Harrison for the price of the car? I mean, okay. And for science, since Bukowski doesn't seem to like these dealership guys,
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Grenade and a barrel of oatmeal.
and Stefan does not seem to like that, we'll get out.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of grand theft auto.
I'll relay the information.
Any messages?
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thanks.
I like your thinking, Phelps. Call it evidence. The guy's an asshole. You can pick it up at the pound.
Okay, it seems to be a glitch, but apparently Stefan did like it. But we're just gonna head back to our regular cop car, and let's head to North Fremont Ave because it was listed as Gene Archer's address.
Here's a chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car salesmen. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
Empty. Should have known that Archer broad would have given us a false address.
We should go to the station, see what this Velasco guy has to say.
And it's an empty lot. Let's head down to Central Station.
Detectives, Velasco is prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with legit papers.
Thanks.
Give me a hand, I got a hard case.
And before we head in, let's just take a look at our suspect through the one-way mirror.
Crummy bastard.
James Velasco?
I want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
The paper is real enough, Velasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery.
And real quick, for anyone who's confused on why Cole keeps asking questions even though the suspects asked for their lawyer, it's because this game is set in the 1940s. And in the Supreme Court ruling of Miranda versus Arizona in 1966, that ruling forbid police from continuing to question a suspect when they have asked for their lawyer, and they can only continue to question the suspect once their attorney has arrived. So, of the time period, Cole is in his legal rights to continue questioning all these suspects. Let's ask Mr. Velasco about where he was taking the vehicle.
Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
And he's smug. So we'll bad cop him.
You're a two-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm gonna ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Belasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking and we'll see what sort of deal you're worth.
My job is to drive the cars out of state. Nevada, Arizona, sometimes New Mexico. With the paperwork they provide, it's normally a breeze.
Next, let's ask him if he has any knowledge of Jean Archer.
Does the name Jean Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
Well, we would like to believe you, Mr. Belasco. But on his ownership papers, he and Jean Archer have the same address. So we're going to accuse him, and we're going to use the fake address to nail him.
You're a liar, James.
Say that again. I'm telling the truth. I don't know the broad.
So that's why you both have the same address printed on your pink slips. She's a mule for these stolen vehicles, genius. Same as you.
Jesus. All right, I know her. Stupidest broad I ever met. Always cooking up crazy schemes. I don't know why those guys use her. You happy now?
This is looking like a big car theft ring. They recruit young men and women to drive stolen vehicles. This has to be a racket, and we have to question Mr. Belasco about it.
What happens to the cars once they cross over the state lines?
I don't know. I just deliver them.
And he's as cool as a cucumber, but he keeps looking down. He can't keep eye contact with Cole. We're going to have to play bad cop.
Give me something, Belasco, or I'll take you back to the cells and tell the whole station you're a child molester. How long do you think you'll last?
Okay, I hear you. The cars get sold in Chicago or back east. Sometimes I bring back cars coming the other way.
Okay, Cole, that was cold. But let's ask Mr. Belasco where these stolen vehicles are housed.
Where do you pick up the cars, Belasco?
Warehouses. Mainly in East downtown.
And again, he seems as cool and confident as a green cucumber. Green cucumber. I'm sorry, but his eyes are a dead giveaway. We're going to have to bad cop him again.
An address, Belasco. You want my help with the DA? Cough it up, now.
A place on Industrial Street. I don't know the number. You're gonna help me out, right?
Keep talking, kid, and we'll see what we can do.
All right, James. We're gonna check if this information is worth anything.
And if it is, I need your help here, pal.
If it is, then we'll know you're a man of your word, and so will the DA.
You're Phelps, right?
Yes, I am. Look, can we do this later? I'm in the middle of it.
Ray Pinker. I'm with Technical Services. The pink slips are all real.
Yes, we know that.
There's only one company that prints them in California, the Marquee Printing Company. They've confirmed that the numbers are legitimate.
You've checked them out?
Sure. They're on Aliso Street, near the corner of San Pedro. The guy I spoke to was Lightval. Gordon Lightval. Here, I wrote it down.
Thanks, Ray. This is a great lead. We'll get down there as soon as we can.
And that was Ray Pinker. We'll be seeing more of him.
Phelps, your GTA suspect, Jean Archer, spotted by a patrolman. Western Union office, 253 South Hill. Less than a minute away down the street if you run. Go! She won't hang around.
And now we know where we need to go next. So instead of driving, we're just gonna run for it. And he's a runner, he's a track star. And we make it just in time to catch Jean Archer.
LAPD. We'll take it from here.
God damn it. Everyone's against me. Look, just let me get my money and get out of here, okay? You look sweet. How about giving a girl a break? I could be very nice.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Miss Archer. Stefan, call for black and white.
Just my luck to get the only hair sure cop in the LAPD.
And when she says hair short cop, she just means that a cop who's on the straight and narrow, who plays everything by the book. There's not too many of those, I'm guessing, in like the 1940s that would have happily taken her up on her indecent proposal. But let's ask her about the stolen car.
The car you sold to Coombs was stolen, Miss Archer. There won't be any money.
I handed over all the right paperwork when I sold it, Buster.
And we know there's more to the story because of our interrogation with Mr. Belasco and our investigation so far. So let's bad cop her.
Gene, you've blown open the whole operation because you were dumb enough to try to sell one of the cars. What do you think they're going to do to you? Give me something.
I was just doing what they do. They paid me $50 to drive the car. I made $2 grand selling it.
You made $0. And if they catch you, you're dead. Is that all your life's worth?
Look, a girl needs things. I don't see you looking out for me.
A girl needs things, but, you know, get those things through maybe, you know, a normal job or take more illegal jobs. I'm sorry, that sounds crazy. But, like, if you're gonna take illegal jobs, like, don't try and steal the car, and then when you steal the car, don't get busted. But yeah. Anyway, let's ask her about how she knows Mr. Belasco.
How long have you and Belasco been delivering cars?
Who is James Belasco?
And we did not tell her Mr. Belasco's first name. So we're gonna accuse her of lying.
You're lying. James Belasco. I don't remember mentioning his first name, Miss Archer.
Oh, I think you did, didn't you? Well, I'm sure of it. Anyway, I don't know him.
And as proof, we're going to use Mr. Belasco's ownership papers.
You aren't sharp enough to lie to me, Gene. You and James Belasco share the same address on your pink slips. We have him in a cell.
Okay, so I know the creep. The pink slips are real. The home addresses are always vacant lots. Bigelow is always boasting that the paperwork is legit and that if we stick to our stories...
And don't try and sell the car?
Yeah, that too.
Oh, Gene. Okay, maybe Mr. Coombs was right about her. Let's ask her where she picked up the car.
Tell me where you picked up the car, Miss Archer.
Look, I can't remember. Let me go, will you? Please. What have I got to do?
She's completely evading the question. She's looking at Cole pleadingly. But we have to get the answers we need. So it looks like we're gonna have to play bad copper.
Trying my patience here, Gene. I'll have the reporters down here and have your picture in all the papers. You'll have nowhere to run.
All right already. I get the message. I pick up the cars from a guy named Bigelow. 58 Industrial Street. Big warehouse full of goons. Now you've got what you want. Can I go? Please?
No, you sure can. We've got a car waiting outside for you.
Some career advice, Gene. Get out of crime. Marry someone boring who has money and will find you captivating.
Is this guy for real?
He takes a little getting used to, but yeah, he generally means what he says.
Friendly girl.
Used to getting her own way.
Little did she know her feminine charms were useless against the impenetrable Cole Phelps.
She's not my type.
And what is your type, Phelps?
I'm married.
I know that. But you're not blind or dead inside, are you? Wait, scrap that second half of the question.
I don't know. Blondes, I guess.
Hallelujah! The man is human after all. Now we're getting somewhere. Yep, I'm with you on the blondes. Brunettes are fine too. And there's nothing wrong with a good redhead. But I draw the line at gray. You know what? I might have to lift that embargo soon in the interest of maintaining a free market.
A man with high standards.
The standards are only as high as the last glass of whiskey.
We make it to the Marquee Printing Company at 4:40 p.m. Let's head inside and talk to Gordon Lightbowl, the same person that Mr. Pinker talked to.
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
I am, Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. I've done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind.
Was it me, or did Mr. Lightbowl seem a little bit nervous? Let's talk to him further.
We have some questions for you, Mr. Lightfall.
Since his slips are used by this auto theft racket, let's see if he knows anything about it.
Mr. Lightfall, we're currently working 2 auto theft cases. Do you know anything about a car theft ring?
Certainly not. Why would I get mixed up in a thing like that?
Mr. Lightbowl is standing up straight, but there's something in his eyes. He's looking to the ground, and he's hoping that we don't press him further, but we will, because we are going to play bad cop.
We have suspects with legitimate pink slips that were printed here, Lightfall. You better give me something before I bring the whole department down here.
Don't be hysterical, Detective. As a matter of fact, we had a similar problem a couple of years ago. A number of used car lots were selling blank documents to a criminal organization.
Let's ask him further about some of the people we found with his pink slips.
Do the names Cliff Harrison and James Belasco mean anything to you?
No, they do not.
And you think he's telling the truth, but he's looking off to the side. His posture is bone straight, and he's kind of staring Cole down when he does look Cole in the eye.
Harrison bought his car from Coombs. The pink slip looks good, and that points the finger here. Do you have any employee trouble?
No, I don't. They've all been carefully screened. Look, now that I think about it, the name Coombs sounds familiar. I think they may have been involved in stolen documents in the past.
Since he brings up that Mr. Coombs may have been involved in an auto theft racket before, let's ask him about some of his deliveries to there.
Do you have a delivery ledger, Mr. Lightfall? We would like to cross-check against the Coombs Automotive Emporium.
It's a little out of the ordinary, Detective. I'm not sure I can share those sorts of records.
Worry is written on his face. His forehead creases. He's looking to the ground. He almost looks like he's going to cry. Sadly, we're gonna have to bad cop him.
Hand it over, Lightball. You don't want us having bad thoughts about you, do you?
Very well, but this really is irregular. Over here.
Look for patterns, recurring names, unusual addresses, anything out of the ordinary.
But we don't have to go any further, because we remembered that Gene Archer said the name Bigelow. So let's tap it.
You certainly encourage repeat business, Lightball. This Mr. Bigelow is a good customer. Sorry to bother you, sir. We'll let you know if there are any developments.
I think it's time we meet this Mr. Bigelow. So let's head down to Industrial Street.
I think we should call for a couple of black and whites. Get Fleischer down here. I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole. You have a 45. Don't you ever want to use it?
I'll take the back. Just give me a few seconds to get around there.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown with me.
When we get there, we are automatically thrown into a shootout.
Throw out the guns.
Can I get some cover here for the love of God?
You're surrounded.
I've got you, Phelps! I had the door at the end. I heard something.
All right, don't shoot! Keep your hands up. Watch him, Bukowski. He doesn't move until I've tossed this place.
We'll search the room while Bukowski keeps an eye on our suspect. And here's a shipping slip.
Marquis Printing Company. There's nothing like going direct to the source.
Betting slip. Looks like Mr. Lightfall has been on a losing streak.
So Lightfall is in some debt. Could that be the reason he's supplying pink slips to Bigelow?
There are enough slips here to keep them stealing cars till Christmas.
And here's some more Marquis Printing pink slips.
We've got a trail of pink slips and stolen cars that leads right to your door, Bigelow. You're in this up to your neck, but I don't think you're the man in charge. Make it easier on yourself. Give him up.
I do work on cars for customers. You charge in here shooting up the place like it's the Ballad of Bulge. I can't give you anything.
Let's ask Mr. Bigelow more about who supplies his pink slips.
We know about Marquis Printing. You can make this easier on yourself by giving us your man on the inside.
I sometimes repair cars and put them back on the road. I need a pink slip to resell them. There's no problem there.
And he's lying to us. If it's not clear by his face, we just don't have the proof to accuse him of a lie. And it is a strange face he is making. So let's just, give his face a break and play bad cop.
There are at least 4 dead men in this warehouse. A couple more. Punks won't make for that much extra paperwork. We'd be doing the legal system a favor.
Okay, tough guy. I get the message. Lightfall, the guy who runs Marquis. He's the big shot. He likes to spend big at the track. He owes people.
Let's ask Mr. Bigelow how he knows Mr. Lightball.
Lightfall, the guy with no luck at the track. Tell me about him.
It's one of the guys lying over there. You're right. He has no luck.
And he's lying. We know he's lying because we met the man. So we're going to accuse him.
That's the best lie you can come up with, Bigelow?
Hey, would I lie to you, detective? I'm not exactly in a good position here now, am I?
And we're going to prove it by using the ledger we saw when we were at the Marquis Printing Company.
Gordon Lightball owns Marquis Printing, a government print shop. He's losing big at the track.
He has these big government contracts. He's in hock over 20 grand. If the feds find out, contracts will be all over. Lightfall plays ball.
All right, Bigelow. The heat is off you. Play your cards right and you'll be able to count your time in Quentin on one hand.
Now that we're done with this warehouse, let's head back to the Marquee Printing Company to confront Lightwall.
What a mess.
Gonna take some cleaning up, that's for sure.
I wish it hadn't gone that way.
Well, we shouldn't bring guns to work with them. We didn't have a lot of choice.
You have to admire the barefaced cheek of someone who tries to blow your brains out one minute and pleads innocence the next.
Yeah, especially when he's surrounded by evidence. But guys like Bigelow spend so much time convincing themselves that they're not doing anything wrong that they actually start to believe their own bullshit.
They get sloppy. Bigelow, Lightfall, all of them. If they hadn't, who knows how long they could have kept this racket going.
Complacency or greed. It's always one of the two that brings them down.
All units, a 459 just occurred in 6th and Ceres. Any unit to handle, code 2 identified.
You're under arrest.
You again? This harassment is starting to wear thin.
We found a box of pink slips in a warehouse full of hot cars. You signed for them, Lightball.
I signed for all the orders and deliveries. You'll need something better than that, cowboy.
And he's lying. We know he's lying because we saw the evidence at the warehouse. So let's accuse him.
Save it, Lightball. We already have all we need to send you down.
I've had enough of this. You either produce some shred of proof, or I call my attorney.
We'll use what Bigelow told us about Mr. Lightfall's gambling.
You're in the hole with the organization. We know about the debts, Lightball.
I agree. I have a small problem. I'm prepared to help you in any way I can, Detective. I'll name names. I need you to keep this out of the paper. You
need to shut up now, Lightball. Gordon Lightball, I'm charging you with conspiracy and fraud. Hands behind your back.
The LAPD Central Traffic Division has today smashed a nationwide auto theft ring, writes crime correspondent, blah, blah, blah. Oh, here it is. Traffic squad detectives confronted a large group of armed thugs. After an exchange of gunfire, more than a dozen dead criminals were removed from the scene. The LAPD sustained no casualties. Damn fine work, Phelps. Now get out there and nail some more bad guys, will you? I want to finish reading this.
There are no victims in this case. Just suspect after suspect, blinded by quick money, greed, their own vices, or all three. Mr. Lightfall had his gambling used against him by Bigelow. His desire to keep betting left him in a hole and owing a lot of money. And the only way out was to ruin his business and his life. Bigelow could have went on for months, maybe years, continuing the car racket if Jean Archer wasn't so blinded by the promise of quick money, greed, and her desire for a more lavish life. If there was a person to feel bad for, it would probably be James Belasco. He did what he was paid to do. Drive the car, keep his head down, stick with the story. But because of Gene, he's now facing some prison time. Or at the very least, a hefty fine. But again, there's no victims in this case. Except maybe the people who got their cars stolen, but we didn't meet them, so. But as we continue further deeper into the story of LA Noire, you'll find that greed and vice rule this city and the people who are sworn to protect it. And I am so thankful that you made it through another video, because I love doing these videos. It's my favorite part. Like, I wish that, like, I have to like slow myself down because I just want to like release them one after the other, but I have to, like, you know, keep to schedule. So I am so thankful that you are here. So thankful that you clicked on this video. Like, I don't even know which episode this will come out, so I guess I'll just say this in like every episode. But I released the previous episode, I believe it was the consul's car, and it was like 3 minutes like of being posted, and like 11 views just like popped up, and I was just like, oh my god, it was just like shocked. And so I just want to say thank you. Like, that video is currently sitting at 95 views, and I'm internally grateful. Like, 95 views may not seem like a lot, but that's like 95 people like in a club. It's just, I'm just happy about it. So I just want to thank you so much for clicking on this video. And I want to share some words with you. I'm not religious, but I saw this on a billboard and I was like, I'm inspired, so let me, like, you know, write something. So I hope that in your day you are brought love, light, luck, positivity, because you being here, you clicking on this video, you commenting, you liking, you doing all that good stuff has brought me love, light, luck, positivity, and I'm just so very grateful. And so I decided that I'm going to change it up, that I'm gonna upload on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays now, instead of Sundays, because it just seems like my videos will perform better on a Saturday than a Sunday. Maybe if I have an extra gaming video, I'll post it on Sunday, but I'm not gonna try to like overexert myself, because I'm in the last few weeks of my final semester in college. So that is enough of me like rambling. So I'm just thankful that you're here, and I thank you so I don't even know what that was. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I hope to see you really soon. If I don't see you like within the next week, you just know it's a Saturday. Next Saturday, you'll see me. You'll see me. Well, you won't see me, but you'll see me. You know, bye.